Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a cute little treat box for you. It holds 5 Dove Promises, and we are going to make this adorable and useful treat box for Halloween using this Scary Cute bundle. I love this bundle. The trick-or-treaters are just so cute. You can get the Scary Cute bundle and the Scary Silhouette dies together at a bundle discount and save 10%. This is new in the holiday catalog. We're going to start by stamping our little trick-or-treaters. So you can see that image of the 3 little trick-or-treaters. I wanted 1, so I'm going to stamp with Memento ink. I'm going to use my Stamparatus so that I can get a nice dark impression. Got some basic white cardstock here. And I'm just going to pop that in my Stamparatus, check the placement, add a magnet, and then I'm going to do a repeat ink. That'll give us a nice dark silhouette. So there's our trick-or-treaters. You can see not exactly solid, but with the Stamparatus we can add some more ink. We can do this 2 or 3 times and get an awesome solid silhouette image. There's our little trick-or-treaters. Now from this one image you can get 3 of these little treats. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the images. Like on our sample, as you can see, there's our little ghost, our little pumpkin head guy, and our little dinosaur. I'm gonna start by trimming off the excess. We'll need that for our sentiment. Then I'll cut between and cut them apart. And you'll notice when I fussy cut, I've got my scissor well supported. There's at least 1, if not 2 fingers on the bottom blade. I'm right-handed. My right hand opens and closes the scissors. There's no prize for getting it out all in one piece, so we'll cut away the excess. My left hand drives. That's where the details, that's how you get neat and tidy cutting. As if your non-dominant hand drives, well, your dominant hand just opens and closes the scissors. And go finish this, cutting this guy out, and then we'll build our box. And there we go. There's our little pumpkin head guy. He's so cute. Let's set him aside. The box is a 2-piece box. We're going to have the tray and the wrapper. The tray is 8 1/4 by 3 5/8, and the wrapper is 4 1/8 by 5 3/4. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Up paper trimmer and we're going to do the scoring for the wrapper. Now this wrapper requires that we score at 1/16 of an inch. So that's where we come in handy with the paper trimmer. I'm going to park the blade all the way down at the bottom. We don't want to get halfway through scoring and then accidentally pull the cutting blade. Our first score on the 4 1/8 inch side is at 3/8 of an inch. We'll score, and then 1 1/16, which is the first line past 1 inch, and score 2 1/4. Score, and then our last score for the wrapper, 2 15/16. So go 3 and then back up 1 little line. That's 2 15/16. All right, there's our wrapper. Now I prefer when I'm scoring to use my Simply Score tool. So for the tray, we're doing all 1/8 of an inch measurements. So we can go ahead and use our Simply Scored for this. Now I'm going to put in my tray piece on the 3 5/8 inch side, and we're going to score at 5/8. And at 1 1/4, 2 3/8, 3 inches. Then we're going to rotate to the 8 1/4 inch side, and we'll score at 5/8, 1 1/4, 7 inches, and 7 5/8. Now we're going to work these score lines for both the wrapper and the tray with a bone folder. All right, now we're going to trim the tray according to the template. There will be a photograph of the template in the project sheet. The printable project sheet will be available in the details below at kitchentablestamper.com. So we're going to go on the second score line and cut up 2 scores and cut an angle. We're going to rotate and then cut an angle on the second score line here, and then rotate back, cut an angle on the first score line up to the second score line, take out those 2 rectangles, and then trim the trapezoid. We'll do that on all 4 sides. So second score line, nice and straight cut up the edge, angle to cut out the bulk, rotate to the end, cut an angle, rotate back, cut an angle, and then cut off the little trapezoid here at the end. That's what we're looking for. Let's do the same thing on this side. All right, there is the tray for our treat box. Let's get some tear and tape adhesive. Let's put this box together. I'm going to start with the tray, and on the outside of the box, we're going to put adhesive on each of the 4 little square tabs, just like that. And we're going to do the inside of the box on the 2 long tabs and then the 2 end tabs. And that's our adhesive placement for that one. For the wrapper, we'll go along the skinny glue tab at the end here, this 3/8 inch tab. Now let's put together the tray. I like to put together the tray, take the small tabs and expose the adhesive. Bring up the corners and form the base of the tray. Then I like to take the long strips, and these are going to come in and further secure. They're going to cover and clean up these corners, these tabs, cover them up, give us a double wall on this tray for durability. Then we're going to take the ends here and just pop those right into finish. Now for our wrapper, peel, fold from the second score line, fold from the first opposite score line. Let's bring this together nice and straight along that fold, and then burnish. This is the bottom of the box because of the seam, so turn that over. We've got a piece of designer series paper, and this is the cottage plaid designer series paper. I believe we're going to add that to the front of the box with a little liquid glue on the top side of our wrapper, centered. You have a little border all the way around with this measurement. This is 1 inch by 5 5/8. Now this little tray is meant to perfectly fit 5 Dove candies. I've got the Dove Promises. This is milk, chocolate, and peanut butter. I'm going to pop 5 of those in. Pick these up at my local discount store. I got them at Meijer. And I also really love the dark chocolate almond for this design. Let's go ahead and slide those in. There's our treat box. I'm going to wrap the treat box with some gingham ribbon. I love the cottage plaid backgrounds, and then the gingham black and white ribbon really gives you a lot of visual texture going on here. So I'm going to just wrap it, I don't know, I'd say about 1/3 of the way, maybe, and tie a bow. A nice big one because the sentiment's going to go over the knot. Cover up the loops a little bit. And when you're satisfied, trim that away from the spool. Now let's put these aside for just a minute. I've got my little trick-or-treater still, but we got to have some background for him. So I'm going to bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in, And we're going to use some basic black cardstock. I got a little scrap here. The dies are from the Scary Silhouettes, and we're going to use the Creepy House and the medium and small bat. You get lots of these little small bats, a couple big bats. I love that. Makes cutting lots of bats for your treats super easy. And I wanted to show you really quick before I move on. These are some of the other really cool die cuts in the set. So we're going to use this like double chicken lips banner for our sentiment today from the Scary Silhouettes. The other one that's in this set that's super cool is this ticket corner rectangle. So there's that. When you combine the ticket corner rectangle with this little branchy looking one, and I just use a little low-tack tape, and here are the two dies together, and you run that through your machine, you get this. And then when you stack those two up, you get some really cool scenes here. So it's a fantastic die set. We're gonna use this creepy house and bats. We're gonna cut them from basic black. I really just love that. That's fun trick-or-treating and just one quick pass. So cute. Now, if you're looking for some other ideas or another reason to get that, this is a really cool looking sandcastle when you cut it out of crumb cake. So that works for you. If you need a little sandcastle die, it makes a great little sandcastle. All right, we're gonna do from basic white our label. I'm gonna go ahead and just crank that one through next. The label is a perfect size for the different sentiments in this set. It really is a brilliant little label. It'll work with lots of sentiments you already own, but Stampin' Up is really brilliant in that it fits Say Boo and Scary On, Love at First Bite, Halloween Happiness, Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet, right? But of course, we're gonna do Say Boo and Scary On because that's my favorite one. That's the whole reason. One of the two reasons why I bought this stamp set. I love Say Boo and Scary On. Perfect sentiment for trick-or-treaters. We'll stamp that memento ink right on the center of our banner. And bring our box back in. Some black Stampin' Dimensional combo pack. Love these for Halloween projects, for anything that has maybe an elegant black background. Doesn't have to be Halloween. Anything that you're using that dark base for. Look at these. There you go. Nice black Stampin' Dimensionals. Makes a Halloween project look just a little bit more finished. We'll add our border. In the combination pack, you get mini and full-size dimensionals. Let's add one or two of these little minis to the back of our house. Pop that on. This really is just the fastest little treat. And then our dude, we're going to put a little mini and a half. Got to support his pumpkin head up there. And pop him on above the sentiment. Don't cover your sentiment. Say Boo and Scary On. For my little bats, I love this. I've got some liquid glue, and take your pick tool. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my bat. I'm going to take your pick tool. You can drop a little bit of glue on the bat. Uh-oh. Got a very sticky glue bottle today. There we go. We can put the bat on the treat box, hold it down, lift it away, little bat. We got a sticky glue bottle. Put the glue to the end of the tip, just really gently, and then just touch to the bat. Got any excess glue? Just take a little scrap. You can flick off any excess glue, throw away the scrap. Then the excess glue is in the trash can instead of on your project. So it's a nice, easy, tidy way to glue small bits. Use your Take Your Pick tool. My embellishment here, I love these. I've been using them a lot. I hope you don't get sick of them. These are the adhesive backed seasonal sequins. I'm using this kind of moonlight color one. It's frosty white with a little bit of opaque. But in the collection, there's a iridescent green, iridescent red, and a matte gold finish also. It's a wonderful package. Lots of just pick and stick self-adhesive embellishments. So I'm gonna do a big one and a couple of little ones kind of floating up from the house. And there it is. Say boo and scary on. We got our ghost, our pumpkin head, our little dino, and our almond, dark chocolate almond, or milk chocolate peanut butter Dove chocolates. All right, you guys, if you've got any questions about the project, email marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net and click shop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.